Hello. Trusting relationships between instructors and students are critical in higher education because they foster a meaningful learning environment. A trust fosters open communication, encourages students to ask questions, to face challenges, to work hard in their academics, to actively participate and take part in all of their learning. They are more likely to take risks. They are more likely to persist through challenges. Trust also helps students feel supported in personal and professional growth, enhancing their confidence and motivation. A good teacher can build a trusting relationship, say, in a hard subject like math. And in the beginning, they could be really scared and nervous, but if you give them the building tools and trust and resources they need, they can become really great at that subject. Now, there are some best practices for building relationships and rapport with learners in your classrooms. I think the first thing you should always do is be authentic and be yourself. Sometimes bringing your own personal things into the classroom can make it easier for your students to build trust with you, to come towards you. I know when I was doing my student teaching, I talked a lot about the fact that I like video games and anime and music, so I could relate to my students on their level. So they didn't just look at me as some educator who doesn't understand them. I understood their slang words. I understood what they were going home and wanting to do. I think celebrating successes is another big one, especially for students who struggle. Like look at spelling, math, science, some of those more difficult theories and assignments. You really want to, celebrate when they do good and celebrate when they, turn in an assignment and most of it is right, and, things like that. Another great way to build relationships and rapport is to encourage participation, engage with your students, have them engage with you, ask open-ended questions, ask questions where they take their personal knowledge, all of their prior learning, and they can bring it to the table and show it from a different side. Another way is to show empathy and respect. I think this is another big one. I think everyone has bad days. I think everyone has off days. I think everyone has days where they're just trying to survive. And it's good to be open, respectful, and empathetic to those, and just to be there for them, be a building block for them. Now, when it comes to learning the needs and interests of adult learners, I think it's important to incorporate self-reflection. You can have students share strengths and weaknesses. You can have them, how would I say it? You can, like I was saying with the discussion post before, you can have a student bring in their prior knowledge and something from their work or their professional or anything and have them bring it into the classroom, so you get to see that from a different light of view. You can also engage in open dialogue. Again, ask for feedback, have one-on-one conversations, talk to the whole class. It just, when you have engagement in the classroom, everyone is more open and honest and more trusting. You really want that conversation to flow. You really want everyone to be getting as much from the class as you can, and that really happens with participation. And then, of course, you can conduct surveys and you can use questionnaires to learn more about their background, learn more about what they know about subjects, kind of like what we did in the beginning of the class. What do you know? What subjects do you know? What subjects do you think you're going to struggle with? Do you have any questions looking at the work ahead of us? That's a great way to learn the needs and interests, and that way you can incorporate it into the work. Now, of course, there's going to be viewpoints that are different from my own. That's just, some people like chicken tacos, some people like steak tacos, and at the end of the day, it's okay to not be on the same page about that. It's just important to listen and value diversity, value different perspectives. Not everyone is going to have the same opinion on certain subjects, and it's okay, and let's talk about that. Why do you see something from this point of view? Why do you see something from this point of view? Let's just talk about it. Encourage that critical thinking. Find common ground. Find out where everyone kind of has the same opinion. Find out where people don't have the same opinion. Just really a lot of critical thinking and open-mindedness and respect it will go a long way. Lastly, when it comes to applying the Christian worldview, I think, again, celebrate diversities, serve others, promote inclusivity, celebrate with the differences within our classroom. There's a lot of fun. Again, like I go back to my student teaching, and I had students who of many different backgrounds. I had some students who couldn't eat gelatin, so I had to bring in certain snacks for them. I had certain students who were going to be missing due to religious days. You just have to be open to all of that. And you just need to encourage ethical behavior. Encourage building trust and community within your classroom. Remember, we are, as I used to tell my kids, we are all one classroom. No matter the weakest link or the highest link, we all work together. We are all one. If one fails, we all fail. So it's important to get us all on the same page and encourage each other to behave well and to serve others and to celebrate that diversity. By building trust, valuing different perspectives, and incorporating a faith-based commitment to respect and compassion, as an instructor, I can create a supportive and transformative learning environment in which everyone feels welcome. Everyone wants to walk into that classroom. Thank you.